video we're going to take a look at how I created this 00 gauge lineside Peco Code 100 dummy point motor for FDM printing. It can be found on my Thingiverse pages along with the STL and also the SketchUp make file, but I never made a video at the time making this, so I've decided now to add this to the series. So this is the SketchUp make file that you will find on that Thingiverse page, and I've downloaded it. I'm going to use it to recreate that part you can see. I have added some dimensions. Now if you look closely you will notice for this set of drawings I'm actually using the architectural meters, but I am designing to the size I want it to print out, but I'm treating millimeters as meters. So you can see here we've got 20.8 meters. When that comes out that little bit there, it will be 20.8 millimeters in size. So I started off with a pair of verniers and I measured the gaps to see what I required for this to fit in between the sleepers but still allow the original tie bar to move without removing the lugs. So we're going to start off by creating a rectangle 20.8 by 8.8 millimeters. To help me make this video, I've created a number of scenes which just allows me to move around the screen more easily. These are quite easily added by right clicking and add, but if you would then want to update one of the scenes you click on update. So I'm going to click on the home position. I'm now going to press R on the keyboard and that gets me the rectangle tool. I'll put it on the cross axis or the origin, press the up arrow key on the keyboard to get restraint on the blue axis, start pulling it the way I want it, and it's 20.8, 8.8, and then press enter, and then we've got our first rectangle ready for pulling. So next I want the push pull tool, so I'm going to press P on the keyboard, which selects this, and I'm going to pull this up, and we need this to go up 4.5. Press enter. Now sometimes you might find this you get internal faces, so I'll just undo this with Ctrl Z, and in this case it's not doing it, but sometimes you'll find it will do a reverse face. So in this case, because it isn't, if you did see instead of the white it becoming like a darker blue, all you would need to do is right click and reverse the face at the beginning. So that's just a little tip. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use the offset tool, which is here. There's no keyboard shortcut. We're going to do this and we're going to click until it goes onto one of the lines. And I'm going to pull this in and type 1.2. So the next thing I want to do is press L on the keyboard, and that brings in the line tool, and I want to connect this line on the red axis, so right keyboard, till I get on the edge, and then I want to do the same here onto the edge. Then I want the eraser, which is this one here, so that is E on the keyboard, and I want to delete this line. So the next tool I want is the move tool, which is this one. Press M on the keyboard, brings that up, and with this now highlighted you're going to left click and start moving it, and at the same time keep the mouse button pressed, press the up arrow key and then move it again, and we're going to type 1.2, enter. And what this has now done, it's lifted it up and it's automatically created that. So the next thing I want to create is this bit here. So we can see we've got a measurement of 5.5 meters, so 5.5 millimeters. So the next thing I want is the tape measure tool, which is T on the keyboard, and I want to draw a construction line 5.5 millimeters. And then from this edge I want another construction line 2.74 millimeters, and then one from this end that needs to be 3.98. We then want the line tool, the pencil tool. I'm going to draw a line from here to here, and here to here, and then one from here to here, and another to there. I then want to put a line along here until it gets to 3.98. So 3.98, enter. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the erase tool. I'm going to delete this, and as you're seeing there, it's now deleted part of this. But what I want then is the line tool, and I want to draw this in here. This will allow me to delete this section as well. Then what I want to draw another line in to there. That brings that back in. And then I want to put a line in here, and that draws that back in. So again, with the line tool, I'm going to pull along the red axis. So I press right on the keyboard until I come up with this point here. So I'm just clicking on that point, and this gives me the right point to do this. So again, with the erase tool, I'm going to delete this section. I'm going to draw a line in from here to here, delete this section, and then I'm going to put a line in from here to here, but I also need to put a line in from here to there, and then that closes all of this in. I can then delete a number of these construction lines. This is that section now done. So the next thing I need is the tape measure tool. Moving down this way in the red axis, I want 4.2 millimeters. Then from this end, I want to come back 5.48. From here, I want to go 1.2, and then from here, this way, I want to go 5.2. I then want the rectangle tool and draw the box. Then tape measure tool again, 0.8. Again on this side, 0.8. Here, 0.8. And finally 0.8. So now I want the 2-point arc tool. I want to click on the intersection, and again on this intersection, when it turns purple and tangent to the edge, double click. Do the same on this one. Again. Now sometimes it just turns blue. If that happens, we'll deal with that in a second. So all we need to do then is delete, delete. I'm going to get rid of the construction lines. I don't need them now. And now I want the push-pull tool. So P, and pull it up 0.6. So the next thing we're going to do is work on this end here. So again, I need the tape measure tool. I'm going to measure across 0.9, and then from this end I'm going to measure across 1.8, and then from the bottom I want to pull it up 4.9. I then want to measure across again 1 mil, 1 mil, and down 0.78. Then with the pencil tool, clicking on the X to here, to here, to here, here, and finally back down here. I now want the eraser tool. I'm just going to delete these construction lines. So as you're moving around with the mouse and the left mouse button pressed, you can delete 2 things or 3 things all in one go. So we need a few more construction lines, and from here I need to move this way on the green axis 1.8, a second one from this point 4.3, and then I want one on the up section, and this one needs to be on the blue axis, and this needs to be 3.04. Then what I need to do now, I need to draw a line from here to here, then over to here and down. Then I want the 2-point arc, and I want to go to this point here, intersect this bit, and then pull it up approximately 1.25. Again, an erase tool, and delete these construction lines. And this one. Then what I want then is the pull tool. And then with this bit selected, we need to pull it out 4mm. So now we need to just work on this side here. So with the tape measure tool, we're going to create a construction line along here, 3.6, enter, and up 1.8. And now we want the rectangle tool, draw in this box here, and then we need to pull this out 5.8. And we'll just move this over using the hand tool. Again, tape measure, and across here 3.6, and again up the same height as that one. I should have referenced that earlier. Rectangle tool, draw that in. We then want the push pull tool, and we need to pull this out to the same as that. That's then done. We can delete some of these construction lines just to tidy it up. And basically now we've got a little bit left to do here. Right, I've just realised I've got an error here. Basically, I need to do some quick remedial work to fix this issue. And basically what I need to look at is this here should be at 5.3. Also, the error has been caused here. My measurement has been wrong. This should be 1.8mm. I've left this in the video because it's worthwhile for you to see how easy it is to remedy this. The issue seems to have been when I've created this bit here. But to fix it, what I'm going to have to do, we have a little look here. This should be 8.8, and here we can see it isn't. So again, if we put our line in here to join it, you'll see it was. We've got it right to that point, but I don't know where I went wrong in the process, but I have, and I haven't spotted it till now. So I'm going to start by pushing this back to that line, and then if I go to here, double click that, and that, these will now be at the right measurements. This angle hopefully needs a little bit of adjustment. So I need to put a construction line in here to get the height I require. As long as it's on the blue axis, 5.3. I also need a line up, 3.6. Right, so to fix this now, there's a bit of work still to do. I need to join this to here to get the correct angle. So that needs to go to there. So I'm now going to delete this section. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw this down to here, and I'm going to fix this. So that is fixed. Now this one is also needing to be fixed, so that I need to draw down to this line on the blue and across to here. I'm just going to put another construction line in here, and this one is going this way at 7.9. Right, so what I now need to do to correct this, I need to draw a line between here to there. Then I can delete this here. Pencil tool again, I need to draw this in. That fixes that. And then I need to draw a line between here to there, and that fixes that corner. So that's that bit fixed. But we've still got an issue here. So I'm going to delete some of these construction lines just so I don't get confused, because they're done with. So we want the tape measure tool. We're going to go up on the blue axis, 5.3, and that gives us our guides. So next we're going to draw a line up and the blue to that line. We're now going to go along that construction line so we meet that point. As you see, it references itself. So that now is that bit sorted. What we need to do is highlight this and delete it. Pencil tool, draw that in. Pencil tool, again on that spot. Make sure you can see where it's going because that's just gone wrong. Control Z. So from here to there. Right, so we're now where we should have been. So as you can see, it's not the end of the world. If you have a problem, you can still fix it. Yes, I know in Fusion you have a timeline that people say really helps them. But at the end of the day, it's just about looking at what you've got and working out what bit has gone wrong, and you can quickly fix these issues. So we'll now go back to where we should have been a few minutes ago, and we'll put these pieces in. So from here, we need a construction line on the red, 4.35. Enter. And again, from here, we need one on the red axis, 9.25. And then I want one going up, 4.4. It's better. I want my rectangle tool, reference in there on the green, down to here, and then I need to push that back in using push pull, and that needs to go back 3.7. So again, construction lines required, 1 mil on the red, another 1 mil on the red. I want one more construction line down here, and that will be 1.75. Then what I'm going to do is create some lines here. I then want the push pull tool, and on here I'm going to pull this out 5.8. The last few things I need to do is a construction line up on the blue axis, 1.8. Then I'm going to draw a line from here to here, and from here to there, and I'm going to use the push pull, and I'm going to bring that to here, and then I'm going to do the same for here. So one down to here, across to there, push pull. Now you'll see it's gone blue, but if I push it this way to here, hopefully you'll see it's now white faces, so it's the correct orientation. You can delete these guidelines here, we don't need them anymore. And hopefully you can see that's how we create this. As I say, I could have changed it and fixed that or not shown that edit being made, but I felt it was worthwhile showing. And as I say, that's how I created that line side item. Thank you for watching.